Hello everyone, this is Pro PokeTube and welcome back to some more Ultimate Chicken Horse. My squirrel's ascending into heaven. How we doing? So, I looked at the first video and I decided to change up a couple things. First of all, change the FPS. My bad, guys. I didn't think it was that laggy. I know that it is laggy. No matter what I do to it, it's going to be laggy. So, that's a thing. And also, as I realized, as we get onto more levels, there are going to be certain details that I have to outline about the levels, like having to restart in some situations, because the actual mechanics of the level will mess up. And this is one of them. We're going to do the old mansion today. I thought it'd be fun. I did that in a previous recording, and it's got to stop. Alright, so we're going to do the old mansion today. Also, second area that you can go down to right here. Bam. Okay, so we're going to do this. Hope you guys enjoyed the first one. I haven't seen anything because I'm going to record a whole bunch of these before I put them up, so hopefully it works out okay. Now this one might confuse you a little more and think, well, as I expand this, noob, what the hell have you done with the place? Well, part of the intro trailer to the free play mode, we never watched the intro trailers when we bought Ultimate Chicken Horse. We thought we knew most of it. But we never knew that black holes and teleporters could manipulate projectiles. So, black holes actually redirect projectiles based on where they get caught in the black hole. So the black hole actually affects about this area right here. Obviously things here closer to the black hole will actually go at a steeper angle, whereas on the outside just kind of perturbs it and makes it move in different areas. But essentially, I thought I'd have some fun and play around with some projectiles. So the theme of this map is pretty much projectile manipulation, what you do with them. Although, truthfully, after you get past, like, the first half, the projectile manipulation goes out the window and it becomes a skill bounce. So, it becomes a skill bounce to a skill drop type of thing. But, you're probably wondering why I've done this type of layout. So, in this game, there's not much manipulation. It's in beta, so you can't really manipulate the speed of the projectiles or the rate at which they fire and things like that. So, essentially, what you have to do is kind of make them go on longer paths to make them time out differently. So that's what we've done here. So, as you can see, this one has one, this one leads up to here, but these ones go through three. The reason for that is they have to go here to here, down to here, back to here, back to here, back to here, which actually makes them time out different from the ones that are falling straight down. And in essence, it creates kind of the nice thing is it creates a symmetrical kind of drop, but it also creates a patterned drop. So, you'll see it when I complete it. But basically, it gives a cool little look to it, and it gives it actually some timing that you have to worry about. That's not just straight, like, dodge all three at the same time you move. But as you can see, we've basically built it around the old mansion. The elevator is kind of the first part, and then you're going to be going up around. I've created a singular path here that's pretty straightforward. I don't think you need me to really explain where you got to go. You can also see it spikes. Like I said, I'm going to use spikes strategically to block off particular loopholes. There is a loophole in the map. If you find it, congratulations. If not, no big deal. Because the map is beatable without it anyways. It doesn't really give you much of an advantage. It gives you a slight advantage. But if you get... Let's put it this way. If you finish the map correctly, you don't need the loophole. Let's put it like that. So you start down here. Obviously, you're going to make your way up. Now, teleporters are bad. Do not take teleporters. The teleporters are mainly for manipulating the projectile, so if you decide to take them, you're probably going to get shot by something going through it, or you're going to teleport into something that's going to kill you, aka a black hole. Because this map is so linear, I'm going to show the checkpoints. I showed the checkpoints at the end of the first map, because I realized I did actually use a checkpoint when I tried to beat the map myself, and it was just really frustrating. We got to 412 attempts on the slaughterhouse. I think this one is actually easier than the slaughterhouse. I didn't remember that being that difficult, but I guess with all the flying jumping, it's extremely tough. So I'm going to show you the way that I break this up. So the first part is really the elevator, getting past this, getting through these guys up to here. Once you get past the elevator, I would put a teleporter right here if you want to make a checkpoint for yourself. Just drop it here. Teleport yourselves up to here if you're just tired of part 1, or if you're just looking for an easier way of completing this map. After that, part 2, I would really just recommend putting the teleporter here, and then you go from there. It's a pretty small map, and the road mapping of it was quite short, because there's not a lot of room on this map. So when I designed this, it's like, well, we had to kind of redirect to make the map slightly longer, to make it feel more platformy. But I think you guys can pretty much figure it out. If not, you guys can always watch me complete it, which I'm going to do right after this segment. Of course, there might be a bug here. So what happens is sometimes when you die, the projectiles do not reset themselves, so the arrows will continue to fire, which can create some very irregular patterns. If you want to do that, all you do is you go from play mode, you go back into inventory mode, and then you just restart the play, and that will reset all of the projectiles, because sometimes it can, like, double up the arrows. If you get double arrows, sometimes that'll happen in this one here. This one will drop double arrows. It doesn't play into account very much, but if it does, unfortunate, but I mean, this is the level creation as it's been designed itself. So I can't really manipulate that any more than I already have. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. You'll see in the playthrough, if you guys are just planning to watch it, you'll see in the playthrough there's quite a bit of projectiles to dodge, but it lessens itself, and then it becomes more of a jumping exercise near the end. But yeah, if you guys want to see any more levels built on this one in particular, if you have any suggestions, like I said, I have one map for every... I have one of my own custom maps for every map that's in the game, which is a total of 10, so this is episode number 2. Clearly, we're going to have 10 episodes, I hope, done by Christmas. I didn't realize that since the last one was going to take so long, I'm hoping this one won't take too long. I'm going to try and strategically plan out the days that I do certain recordings, because I know some maps, like the Pyramid, will take me hours, and I'm not kidding you, even with checkpoints, it will take me hours. But if you guys are better at these, you'll be laughing as I try to figure this out. But yeah, we have some pretty cool projectile manipulation going on here. If you guys are interested in beating it, the code is down below. If you experience any type of bugs, you shouldn't, other than the projectiles. Like I said, you just reset your play mode and you just go from there. And yeah, if you guys want to see me beat it and get some tips and tricks, feel free to watch it at the end. I've shown you the checkpoints again. Checkpoint number 1 I put right here specifically, because if you put it anywhere else, you're going to get shot by an arrow. And 2 right up here, because again, you'll probably land on a spike or get shot by an arrow. As you guys will see, playing it through yourself or just watching me complete it. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next map. Until then, if you're not staying, have an excellent day, and peace. Boys, that was 26 tries. That was just 26! That's incredible! Wow. Okay. That one is infinitely easier. I'm going to show it, just because I told you I'd prove it. And probably my beard grows every day that you guys watch this. Look at that. 25 deaths. That's it. Very straightforward, very simple. If you guys were watching that, you could probably tell. Actually, that's the wrong game. You know, that's cool. It's all part of the recording, guys. All part of the natural process of this recording stuff. But yeah, as I showed you guys, it's very straightforward in the sense that it's a one-way path. You might not, to be honest, when I was running through this, I don't even know, like, for beginners, I guess use the 2 checkpoints, but you guys saw it was a pretty straight path. Even if you were to fail, I did that pretty quickly, so even if you were to fail at a point, you can get there within, I mean, a matter of 45 seconds. So, this is the trickiest part. If you guys really do want to know the loophole, I'll show you. Basically, you can bounce here to here, then jump to here to try and get a smaller jump in. Post-mortem deaths, by the way, do not count. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, so if you're watching this now, you know. Post-mortem does not count. By post-mortem, it means in play mode, or in party mode, what happens is if you hit something that kills you, but then you land in the gold, or in gold, you technically get half a point. In party mode. This is not party mode. This is beat the level already mode alive. So getting shot here does not count because you'll beat the level before you get shot. It's impossible not to get shot when you land down here. This one's fine. Hitting any of these, it counts as you dying. Even if you land in the goal, you didn't technically complete it. If you want to make yourself feel good, go for that. But mine was 26 attempts in a matter of, oh, I don't know. That was probably like 12 minutes of my time, and that was me actually resetting the elevator a couple of times. That's another bug, by the way. Not a bug, but it's just another thing about the map. The arrows might not mess up, but the elevator will. So if you hit this thing on when you die, sometimes the elevator will be going back down, and then when you start, it will really throw off the timing with the arrows. It'll be a very different experience, let's say, playing the map. So if you just want to do it straight from scratch, reset, let the elevator go up, because it doesn't actually reset itself immediately. You have to wait for it to go all the way back up. No big deal. Reset from there, and you can see it. So it's a pretty neat little mechanic that we had with the projectile curving and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. This was actually the first map that I created, so I was kind of proud of this, and this pushed me to do more, and then I just thought of the series. So until then, we'll see you in the next one. Have an excellent day, and peace.